Good morning. How's everybody doing? I think for now, I'm talking to myself, which is okay. It's going to take a little while for people to get used to it, but I don't really think it's fair that Facebook punished me for repurposing my own content. I just don't. Oh, my eye is so itchy. Um, but anyway, I wanted to just fill you in on my life really quick. So for the last 4 days, I have been in Florida with my mother, and it has been sad and beautiful and eye opening and humbling. And, um, well, the thing is that they don't really teach you how to deal with aging parents. There are plenty of books on parenthood. There are tons of marriage counselors and programs and support groups. Um, I mean, because having children is like such a huge deal for humanity, there's so much information about how to do it, how not to do it, how we used to do it, how you should do it, how we hope to do it in the future. But there isn't a lot of conversation or instruction on how to deal with aging parents. And things that I have done for my mom over the last 3 or 4 days that she once did for me. See if I can get through this without crying. Cutting her food. She can eat fine, but it helps if I cut it all up for her. Um, Telling her to hold her sleeve so that we can put her arms in her jacket. Helping buckle her seatbelt because she has a hard time figuring it out where the buckle goes into the hole. Um, Reading things for her. Jamie, can you read this for me, honey? I need glasses too, but it's easier for me. Setting up an Alexa so that she has music in the house, teaching her how to use it, reminding her 15 times that you have to say Alexa to turn it on. Setting up calling for her. And so many other things that I will keep private because it's her dignity and her life. But you realize that the circle of life is very real. You go from needing your mom as your mom and for her to be helping you and doing for you and teaching you to being the person that looks to your child for safety and help. You know, she keeps saying to me, I don't want you to go home. I feel so safe when you're here. It's a very hard thing to leave your parent when they don't feel safe. It's very hard. She's alone. My stepfather passed away last year, and it's it's hard. Nobody talks to you about this. There's no movies in Hollywood about this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many things that we can watch about parenting and marriage and friendship and sex, but like not a lot about this. So anyway, maybe that's my key to talk more about this and write more about this. But anyway, um, we were talking about different foods and things, and she had said to me, no, Italians don't eat that. And I said, Mom, what a ridiculous thing to say. Of course Italians eat that. I don't remember what it was that we were talking about even, but she said to me, no, we don't eat that. I never grew up eating that. And I realized in that moment that I could argue with her because I myself, as an Italian, have eaten it, but know plenty of Italians my age who have eaten it. I could argue with her, but from where she's standing, her lens, being an Italian who grew up in Alphabet City in the 60s, raised by real Italians like from Italy, they didn't eat that, whatever it was. That's her perspective. She's not ignorant or wrong, I realized as I thought about it. It just truthfully is her perspective. Her brand, for lack of a better word, her experience as an Italian is not one that includes that specific food. To me, it seems crazy. We eat everything. But for her, that was not her experience. What was it? I wish I could remember what it was. My memory's not what it used to be either, to be honest, if I'm being completely honest. Oh, that's annoying. It is annoying. But anyway, what it did was it reminded me that when someone says, no, we don't do that, or we don't eat that, or we don't read that, or whatever, while it may not be true from where I'm sitting, it does not mean it is not their truth. It does not mean it has not been their experience, you know? And that's like a really important perspective. When someone says something that you want to challenge, it's such a unique opportunity to say, are they wrong? Or is this genuinely their lens? Is this really what they believe? Because from where my mother was sitting, it was truly her lens. Truly. Many people have asked me separately, and I just want to say this before I go. Many people have asked me, was it easy to mend fences with my mom? Do I regret it? Am I happy? Whatever. I want to say this. My lens, my experience is the more my mom's mind ages, because it just has normal 80 years of wear and tear, the more, in my experience, she loses the parts of her that were very difficult for me. So it's almost easier to be around her now and more pleasant for me because she doesn't remember the things that made our relationship so difficult. She doesn't talk about my body. She doesn't bring up anything from the past. Look, it's not like a perfect science, and I'd be lying if I said it's like day 4, still easy breezy walk in the park. It's hard. It's taxing to care for someone who is, repeats themselves and can't remember what you told them. And it's just a different experience. But also, I do feel incredibly fortunate to have this time with her. I'm very glad that we have mended fences, and I just choose radical optimism when I'm with her. Whatever she needs, whatever she wants, I don't argue with her. If she says it's Monday and it's Tuesday, I say it's Monday. We love a Monday. Don't give a shit. What does it matter? Like, whatever I realize now that their world gets so small as they age. The world gets very scary. And everything that they used to do with such ease, driving and going and cooking and doing, feels scary and big and cumbersome. And, she says to me, there's 4 mugs in the sink. I said, okay, I'll wash them. She goes, oh, it's a lot of mugs. I said, yeah, it's okay. I'll wash all of them. Stack, who cares? Put them all in there and I'll take care of all of them. I don't want you to have to wash so many mugs. Everything feels overwhelming to them. So you just have to approach everything very nonchalantly. Don't worry, it's not scary. It's fine. I can take care of it. And then you understand why they drink from the same mug every day and why they don't like to take things out of its place. Because putting it all away feels very overwhelming. I said to her, do you want to take me to the airport later? I'll drive there. You can just drive back. She was like almost in tears over the thought. I said to her, don't worry. I'll get an Uber. It's so late for me. It'll be 4 o'clock. It'll almost be dark. I don't know where I'm going. Don't even worry. Don't even think about it. Uber City for me. What do I need her worried about it? I don't. It's also eye-opening because now I know where I'm headed when I get older, what my kids are going to have to deal with. Look, it is, anyway, when somebody challenges you on something, when somebody says, we don't do this, we don't eat this, we don't go here, we don't believe that, we don't read that, we don't whatever. Instead of saying that you're ridiculous, you're ignorant, you're whatever, maybe just look at it like, okay, this really may be your lens. This may be your reality. In your small world, in your small neighborhood in New York, growing up in the 60s, you probably did not ever eat this. So you probably believed that no Italians ate blank. I get it now. I totally get it now. You're not trying to be combative. You're not trying to be ignorant. You're not trying to challenge me or prove me wrong or whatever. You just never had that experience. Got it. Doesn't mean it's the same as mine, and I don't have to agree with you, but it doesn't mean you're wrong. Just means your lens and your perspective and your experience is different. And I totally get it now. Anyway, if you're over here from Facebook, please let me know in the comments if you were able to find this live from Facebook, because that will help me to know. But I love you guys very much. Oh, here from Facebook. Okay, good. That is very helpful. I love you guys, and I'm going home tonight. I'm not going to get back to Birmingham until so late, but I wanted to have the whole day with her. Um, so I don't know what we're going to do today, but I love you guys, and I hope that you have a great, great Sunday.